let him talk to them kids. So yeah. And then also it's distraction because the economy going down.
Right.
And they have no Biden bucks.
And they're about to.
They got Biden bucks?
Biden bucks?
Yeah. The digital currency. I did a video on it yesterday. It's all a distraction. He's coming out with that whole us being Jews thing.
But you know what? It's good. Because now this thing is, first of all, it's already been worldwide. But now a motherfucker can't say he ain't know if he was an Israelite or not. That's why the Lord is doing a lot of this shit. You niggas know. Right. This shit is everywhere.
And then the end shall come. Because Matthew 24:14.
Esau tried to get exactly. We almost up out of here. Fuck it.
How it made Esau? How made Esau?
Talking about that.
Because they proved that they control everything. They harassed and they took his money.
The banks, all that. Yeah.
They literally proved this nigga's point.
They eating the devil's pie. He gonna take it away from you.
Oh yeah, right behind him. Yeah. I showed that on my sit down.
If they were this way, they wouldn't be able to afford a court-side seats.
Right. Kosher.
Right.
Supposed to be kosher.
Yeah.
We ain't got money for front-side seats.
Right.
You drinking them drinks, they ain't kosher.
Where the scripture said you're gonna cut y'all your enemies' bank accounts off if they assault you.
Right, that's the
Or the other nations. Or the other nations gonna
Y'all ready?
What the other nations said the other nations gonna fight for you.
Your life already?
No, just video.
Alright, y'all ready? Alright, we're going live in 3, 2.
Alright, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Just, we sitting here congregated, speaking in the spirit, and it's the big controversy, man. Who are the Israelites and who isn't? All right? And while that's going on, you have major things that's going on in the economy, like the brother stated. Biden bucks, the shortage on diesel, all right? This thing gearing up with North Korea, all right? All types of proxy wars.
Right.
Go ahead,
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, what's one of his biggest devices? Propaganda, the media, all right? Because if you open up your historical text, it is easy to prove who the true Israelites are, which are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. When you go into the curses and you go into the blessings, all right, just look up yoke of iron. You don't see no little hatters with yokes of iron on their neck. You don't see no little hatters stuffed on slave ships. You don't see, when did you little hatters get scattered across the four corners of the earth? Go ahead.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:45 through 46. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
And what's part of those curses? Being the tail, not the head. Having to be the borrower and not the lender. Yep. All right? So we see what happened with the banks and Kanye.
Yep.
They told him he had to remove his money.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. With Kyrie Irving, they Nike shut down their shoe deal.
Yep.
And you had those.
Hey, wait, you just can't shut down contracts like that, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
So there's certain litigation behind that. But we all know who runs the courtroom too.
Oh, they suspended him 5 days without pay. That's illegal because it's commission. His union supposed to stop that. They supposed to pay him while he laid off. You had the little hatters. They got courtside seats right behind them. So you just
that's why we the chosen people. You wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna finish that. We go do it one thing. All right, continue 45. Overtake thee till thou be restored, because thou hearkenest not unto the power, not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power to keep his commandment and statutes commanded thee.
When have you ever had been destroyed for centuries? I ain't talking about no Hall of Fame, all right? No hologram, all right? For centuries, man.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. It says, and they should be upon thee for a sign or for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So whoever these curses happen to, those are the Israelites.
Yep.
That's what the Lord is saying. And you can go down all the curses, it only fits one nation of people.
And by you, and how we know you're Esau, from you little headers. All right, you run Hollywood, all these base institutions. You the head trying to act like about your people is y'all, because you think the regular so-called white people and the so-called little headers, you think you're different, but you're not. You're the same people, man. You just had to be the head tribe, and the other tribes are jealous of you, but you ain't share that movie, man.
Right, you got the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
They don't like the little hatters because they know they trying to push their Edomite, they Esau.
Right.
You know, and they know that they ain't sharing the blessing with them. That's why there's a beef between little hats and the KKK members.
Right,
You know?
and by you flexing your power, you shut down Kyrie Irving bank account, Kanye West bank account, you drop the Adidas contract, the Nike contract, you stick your little dogs with little bootleg on Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley, stuff like that.
That's the dumbest thing. Why would you? Okay, as like let's use Kanye and let's use Kyrie, right?
Right.
For the shoes, the Nike and Adidas. That's the stupidest thing to end their contract because it's a bunch of Negroes, Latinos buying them shoes.
Right.
You don't see fucking little hats wearing that shit.
Right.
They ain't got no swag. They ain't got no salt to be wearing those in the first place.
Right.
So they really fucking themselves over.
Right. And you expose yourself that you're not
Walmart.
And you expose yourself that you're not the Israelites, the original Jews. So the original Israelites gonna be the tail instead of the head, man. All right. So hey, you fucked up into hey, Yahweh playing chess with you, man. Playing chess with you, and you still don't checkers, man. You go, cause you proud. Oh, I'm proud. I'm gonna stop you with your contract, blah blah blah. Right. Once you the media,
Job 9:24.
Bro.
That's right. Give me to the hand of the wicked.
I'm gonna read it again in 46. And they should be upon thee for a sign and a wonder upon thy seed forever. And the curses are not a sign of wonder upon you, man. And you prove that. I'm gonna go right here. Where is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Why they don't call these small hatters anti-Islamic then?
Right.
That's truly what you guys are.
See that video? That's still anti-Semitic.
That's still anti-Semitic.
That's anti-Semitic.
Right. They've been the most anti-Semitic or Semitic because Semite actually is in the scriptures. It's in Sirach, but it's the Greco way of saying it. It really does go back to Shem, which is Shem. But they've been the most anti-Semitic out of the most nations because guess what? They've oppressed all the Semitic nations out of Shem, man. Whether it be Elam, Ishmael, or especially Israel, man, which is us.
And them damn selves.
Even they and they sell. Because who funded? It was a group of them that funded the Nazi party, man.
Solomon Rothschild, man.
Right, man. And also Ford, he's a so-called he's a Jewish man.
Yeah, Adolf Hitler.
That's right. They built the parts for those tanks with Adolf Hitler army, man.
Adolf Hitler was an illegitimate son of Solomon Rothschild, man.
Yeah.
But the little hats, they funded him. They fund wars. They play both sides.
Play both sides. Yep. It says right here, verse 43, it says the strangers that within thee should get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He should be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. So, like the other Bible said, you can't be vigilant at the same time, man. Right. And you just proven by flexing your financial power and you just proven that you're not fulfilled, that you're the head.
No, that's you. You got some more? I'll go some more. Hey, get Wisdom of Solomon 5. Oh, you got something?
No, I was about shit. Whoop, I get that.
Because there's a difference on trying to be fake deep, or I'm an Israelite, and not truly standing up for it.
My diamonds is real.
You gotta, and the Lord said, make your body a living sacrifice, man. Howard Shah was rich, but he became poor. He didn't want to fall up under this society.
Right.
All right, same thing we doing. We gave up our lives. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Right, who afflicted us? First of all you nations, man. Right? Like it's the piece in the book that say it talks about the Arabs, the Europeans, and the small hatters basically having a hand in slavery. Well, that's historical.
Yeah.
There's no falsehood in that.
It's a lot. Look at the last name. So James got those little Hatter's last name, Frazier.
And the thing is, too, you see, what Esau does, like the victim villain part, right? Now, Kyrie posted up the documentary off of a Jewish small hat, hook nose owner of Amazon Prime.
Right.
Why ain't that? And he's the one selling it.
Right.
He's selling the because you gotta pay to watch this shit.
Right.
Why isn't there no uproar on why did you post? You're the one who's putting it on your platform.
Right.
Ain't nothing going on uproar on Jeff Bezos.
Right. And they little toy doll, Shaquille O'Neal, gonna try to condemn Kyrie Irving. But Shaquille O'Neal, 3 years ago, you had Hebrews and Negroes played in your movie theater in New Jersey 3 years ago and shit. So you gotta ask
got
for
the
that,
receipts.
Shaquille O'Neal, and we got receipts all over the internet.
Receipts.
All right.
Sounds like you get your ass. Receipt man.
Go ahead,
Back to the
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
Like, what was our labor? Slavery. All right? Slavery. And America was built on the backs of slaves. All right? That wasn't anti-Semitic, though. All right? Go ahead.
Forget about that. That was so long ago.
Right. Oh, your famous Little Hatters movie star used to use blackface and shit. You know, old black white Hollywood films in the 1940s and all that stuff, they used to be in blackface. Those Little Hatters and stuff. Right? You can't be a victim and a villain at the same time, man.
Like that comedian Sarah.
Sarah, yep. She used to make a lot of jokes about the tribe of Judah, so-called Negroes, that made a lot of jokes and was in blackface, man.
Go ahead.
Yep.
This brother got a scripture real quick.
All right, this is John 4:23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
Right, because the Lord, he put that spirit in Israel, man. But it's not even going to be all of Israel. So how much more another nation? They daily prove that they are not the children of the Most High. All right? Kosher and pig. Making Tel Aviv the
white
pig
state.
Yeah, white state, man. Making Tel Aviv the pig city, man.
Yeah.
And then, like, even that guy, Michael Rappaport, is more than likely he's one of our people. But he went back, and when he said, the true Jews, why does that matter? That's what he said.
I got something on him.
It's still anti-Semitism, and nothing Kanye said was like,
No, keep going.
nothing Kanye said was anything that was discriminative or hateful.
Yep.
It's only hateful to somebody who told lies.
And Michael Rappaport, you're fucking fraud because you ate some chitlins on the Wendy Williams show, but you claim yourself Jewish.
It was white state. It's white state, brother.
You set up on camera and ate chitlins. For the November 2021, he's on video eating chitlins and shit. But you got the shield of Dave pointing like this, man. Fuck out of here,
Because
man.
why does it matter?
Right.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, right.
Somebody grab that Micah 2.
Yeah.
Because it talks about how they took our heritage.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And get that song.
Micah 2 and 1.
Get that song.
I got it. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
So the ones who devise iniquity and they practice it because it's in the power of their hands are the ones that are in control.
Hold that thought. Man, he already apologized. Oh no, he apologized again.
It wasn't good enough.
And again. You know why they do that? Because they document these leaks. He got truth in it.
Yep. Even though that nigga's going on, because we cut that nigga years ago. It's like, because I believe he was still trying to let heathens make it. It's a couple things that documentary is going off on,
Right.
but the key component in it is that we are the true Jews. We are who we say we are. We can back it up by the scriptures and by evidence according to even their history.
Even in that
Second
documentary, Dalton he linked up the Sumerian languages of Assyria, Mesopotamia with the India and with some languages in West Africa, prove that we're Shemitic people don't language, man. And see, and see that's that bread corn that Jerry Kill juice, like Robert Harrison said, house party, just follow the drip,
Yep.
All right, so that's that documentary. He got a lot of drip in there.
They got meat on it.
They got meat on it, man. Yeah.
But it says the mic is going into the ones who are in control, which we know as the little hats, hook nose.
Right.
Hooks. So they go to bed. So they in bed thinking about wickedness. Like this is what they came out with. They was like,
we be all wicked?
he's like they're like, oh, like the brother Lahab said, all lies have an expiration date. How can I make my lie last longer? I'll come up with a word called anti-Shemitic.
Yeah.
And then he go to sleep.
Yes.
Right.
They writing the laws. They writing the laws anyway.
Right. So now they push a word which is a deflection from the truth. Now here comes the truth.
Right.
And then they use that word to stop the truth from coming out.
Well,
It's an offender for a word.
Right, but you know what? Like within their law, according to I forget the organization, which is a board members of the
Defamation League?
Yeah, so they give you the definition and they tell you what anti-Semitism is. But where the fuck can we go to say, man, this anti so-called Jake?
Oh, I got some code for
go for that.
Hey, 60% of so-called, it might be more than that, they laugh, but 60% of so-called African Americans is sin for the Igbo tribe, and the rabbinical court in Mountain Court, the over the alliance, the legit rabbinical court, they recognize the Igbo as Jews. So how the fuck we be anti-Semitic? The rabbinical court recognize.
Right, and that's
our
what
people as
Kyrie
Jews.
said. He said, I can't be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
Yeah, this
That's
is legit rabbinical court that has Sephardic and Moroccan Jews on there. Right? Most High push the spirit to do that, man. Right? So the Most High, he playing chess, y'all playing checkers. Alright? So how the fuck will be anti-Semitic when the rabbinical court rules that we are Semitic people? Go ahead.
Micah 2:2. But they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Now that sounds like anti-humanism. You got Kill Gates. You got falsified Fauci.
Wow.
Right? They're known as across other countries. They're known as they're considered crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
Right? So the ones who are in control right now, hey, you're in the crime of anti the world.
Yep.
Anti nations. Because you go in their lands, you take it over, you get the resources, right? You covet them. The scriptures say not to covet thy neighbor. They covet everybody's shit. They set themselves up. They coveted our lands, our heritage, our land. So now they oppress a man in his house, America. They oppress a man and his house and his heritage. So not only did you take all our shit, you took our identity. And last I heard, identity theft was a crime. Y'all committed identity theft of nation identity theft.
And just like the elder brother, in case this camera didn't catch it, the elder brother Nagab, he said, even in the Levitical court, they ruled that we are Shemitic. That we are Shemitic people. So if we are Shemitic people, how can we be anti against ourselves? Even Kanye had said that. And Kanye ain't really back down, even though, but that's part of his pride. He's a controlled opposition.
Right.
Kyrie backed down. Aside from that, this nigga still fucking going. He's spitting out these facts. That's how you know that this is the fucking end. The fact that this truth is going across the four corners of the globe. These people know. That's the reason why we got more people stopping, man. They stop and they ask and they wondering. It's a bunch of motherfuckers that be stopping and they wondering like, damn, for years is true. Fuck these goddamn celebrities.
Right.
Right.
I got some. I got some.
And when a rich man speak, they exalt him to the clouds.
And where they getting all this newfound wisdom? Where they getting all the newfound wisdom? From the apostles. But here's the point to all of this. This is Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. Kyrie, Kanye, Ice Cube, who else was Nick Cannon. These are all figures in popular culture. Popular culture understands or has knowledge of this truth now. And now the Lord will start withdrawing his spirit out of the world when it comes to this message. Okay? Amos 8.
Hey, look, Yahushua said in Matthew 19, it's going to be hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. So all you fucking celebrities with your millions, hey, you're going to be destroyed with your fucking millions because you're going to want to keep them. All right? Really, the secret disciples that are worshiping Yahweh Yahushua on you know, not openly, they have a better chance than you fucking guys who are going to go and apologize.
They do, because they're a part of the body. They're called helps.
Yeah.
You know?
But if the Lord asks you to step into the spotlight, what do you do when you're in the spotlight? You gotta dance.
Shine,
you gotta shine,
Another thing,
nigga.
your leaders get that Psalms 64:8, the tongue fall upon themselves.
Can I get this real quick, Father?
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. So, it's not going to help you, your riches at all. You know what I mean?
It ain't helping you now.
And the day of wrath is coming upon us very quickly, man.
That's another.
And you, like, you know, it's crazy. So they sitting on that panel. I think it was Richard Jefferson. You had Vince Carter, some black bitch, and then you had Amari Stoudemire, who knows he is right. He ain't say not a goddamn word.
He told Kyrie to apologize. He told Kyrie to apologize.
Yeah. He with that Yiddish shit.
Bullshit, man.
Which is like, hey, are you really somebody who claims that you actually are of this heritage, or are you someone who believes that you're a convert into a religion of Judaism?
Oh, your homeboy Charles Brockton, one of your guard dogs. He's a terrible guard dog. He'll expose you to hell. He said, hey. He said, you can't discriminate anybody against their religion, proving that they not the original people. Because if you was the original people, he said you can't discriminate nobody on their nationality. He just said that. See, even your own guard dogs get you up, man. All right, get that.
This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 8.
Yeah.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Flee away, right. Now, even though there was Shacknell saying this, but you run this studio, because even your own rabbi said that the so-called Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, like these brothers right here, brother right here, all right, brother right there, you know, Northern Hill, man, all right. Now, on TNT, that little show with Shacknell 4 years ago, Isaiah Thomas, I believe he'll got that anyway, man. He got that look. He said, hey, we all they come from Africa. Shaquille O'Neal sipped this day. Also with Chris Webber, it was somebody else. I think Kenny Anderson shit. Yeah, he said, no, this was Isaiah Thomas. He said, all these four brothers, he said, we all they come from Africa. And before 1492, we was all here. And Shaquille O'Neal did say the damn thing. But he knew, because they know that we're not no Hamites, no Africans. And if you go to the Los Lunas Decalogue, Los Lunas Stone, you got the Ten Commandments. All right, his tribe,
I was on there.
Right, they call themselves a chosen people, and they got like brass plates and shit. And they had the so-called Negroes do what they were doing on rituals. All right, and then another thing, you got the fringes, everything, the Cherokee call themselves the principal people, the first people. Yeah, they say Yahweh, and you got Hebrew artifacts. It's Hebrew artifacts here in Illinois. This brother, he see the cave with all the lost ones that died.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, in the museum down the street.
Right.
They got the Gadite garments with the fringes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And the Yuchi tribe, the Gadite tribe, the Yuchi, they also been enslaved and slaughtered. Who they the Israelites? A lot of you so-called Negroes descend from them down south. They do Feast of Tabernacles.
Yup.
Why are they doing that? Because they the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. It's part of their tradition.
But
man.
Jeremiah 17:4 happened. That
Yup.
didn't happen to you small hatters.
Right.
It happened to you Israelites, man.
Yep.
That's why you call Negroes, African Americans, the byword, the proverb.
Yep.
That's that the Hosea 1:10.
10, yup.
Yeah.
The place that you're not called children of the Most High, there should be called
Get Hosea 1:10 because look, when were they? Got it. There was a Friday camp a couple years ago where a small hatter, shit, or you can say a fat hatter, because they be having them fat ass hats too.
Oh yeah, the big ones.
A fat hatter came to the camp and he's like, I'm from the tribe of Levi. I have paperwork. I can go back. Like, oh, thanks for proving our point that you're not, you know? Because we discontinue from our heritage.
And the Lord kept doing that. The Lord kept doing that because He did that in the first Babylonian captivity, where certain people weren't allowed to prove their heritage.
I'm Levi.
Yep, but He did it much more experimentally.
Yep.
That was a prelude to what we were about to go through. We were never going to be able to prove
If you was
who we were.
Kohen, if you was Kohen, you'd been dark as fuck like us. You kept your bloodline pure. How you Kohen? You got lepers.
Bro, you guys always talk about Mashah.
Right.
Alright. How do they say it? Moshe.
Moshe.
Right. Well, when you read the
Mosiah.
what's the fourth chapter, he put his hand in his bosom. When he took it out, it turned white, leprous as snow. So if he was already a Caucasian, how would his hand turn that color?
It turned invisible.
Right.
Oh shit, I'm the same.
Genesis 50:11, the Israelite was taken for Egyptians. If you look at the art, the arts on the Egyptian wall, and you look at the miniature wooden figures that different part of themselves, they show themselves with afros and dark skin, man.
Hey, that movie
Yeah.
Ten Commandments in the 50s, they took that part out. Because Charles S. was already left.
They took that part out with
Yeah.
the Prince of Egypt as well. They showed everything else, but the Prince of Egypt
I
didn't show that.
got a
The
partner.
cartoon version was on point.
I got a partner that I work with.
Right.
I got a partner that I work with. He got leprosy on his hands, but he's probably your complexion.
Right.
But his hands is leprous.
Right.
When he stands next to a so-called white person, his hands look exactly like them.
Yep. Oh, you call the so-called Negroes Judah.
You're anti-Semitic.
You call them Canaanites. Hold on, you call them Canaanites, but are the Egyptian Canaanites descend from Ham?
Right.
Both dark-skinned people. So make up your mind, Esau. If the Hamites, dark-skinned people, they so-called
No,
white
but see what they like to do is,
Right.
because I bought a book at the Barnes and Nobles, and I gave it to Elder Malcolm, and he went in on that book,
Yeah.
the Egyptian book. Now you had obviously the dark-skinned rulers, Ham, but then you got the Ptolemy dynasty
Right, the
with Ptolemy, because before that, all the noses are broken, all the lips are broken. But then when the Ptolemies came in, which was Edomite, self-proclaimed white race of people, their noses they got the little thin, skinny nose, little ass thin lips. All of those artifacts are intact, and that's when the so-called white man was ruling. And they said, see, we were rulers in Egypt. No, y'all took over in a certain, like in the 300.
That's why you had the library at Alexandria, because Alexander the Great conquered all that shit.
Yup. And really, that was during the time of Alexander was the Hellenistic period of the Greeks, when everybody started taking customs of that, and then they came out with Serapis Christus, which you people call today Jesus Christ, and all that other bullshit. But during that time, they'll keep those artifacts and say, look, see, we were ruling in Egypt. No, that was way after the fact.
And Rome dumped them out of it.
Damn devils.
Ptolemaic dynasty to get, and it transferred over to Rome.
That's true, because you know what? That's the reason why Rome started to go to war with that part of Egypt. And they were only going to war with themselves. It was Esau against Esau.
Why you fighting? Why you hit yourself?
You're right.
Dumbass devils.
Damn. Shit,
word devil means deceiver. Right. That's that make that. Ooh, don't say devil. Yeah, but you call us monkeys and everything and shit.
And when you think of the devil, what color is he?
Red.
Who's the red person on the earth? So they just shot themselves in the foot.
Yep.
Right, you can't hide. He's a vagabond. He just got to run around and hide.
This main character they made, they fit.
Yep. If you the people of the book, you'll defend this scripture and you to prove that you're the Israelites. As soon as Kanye and Kyrie came on there, y'all could have rolled out y'all the Torah, the Tanakh, and you done went precept on precept, line upon line, and you done smoked Kanye and Kyrie. You done smoked them so bad, you done had them on TV looking stupid. Y'all been crip walking and shit, laughing at them, sipping on that grapevine,
rejoicing
and shit. Right, y'all have been rejoicing. Y'all put the shit out, man. But y'all not doing it. What y'all doing the opposite? You sit courtside with shirts on, with your little cup on your head.
We ain't got money for courtside.
Right, we don't got no courtside shit. Who they not the Israelites? Because they do they head, and you use your media, and you shut down bank accounts and stuff.
To oppress the tail.
We coming out the same book that y'all use in y'all courtroom. It's the same book they swear, President swearing on. The same book.
They try. Oh, this is a Christian book. No, this is an Israelite book.
That's right.
This book is called Israel, man.
Hey, it said, we just read they oppress a man and his house. That's a part of the oppression.
Right.
His heritage.
Tell what you can't say, what you can say, who you can talk about, who you can't. I forgot, Nadazakia posted it in the orders room. It says, the one quote from the dude said, you know who's in power is when the group of people you can't talk about.
You can't criticize.
Face on the foot.
Hey, what you got about you?
This Proverbs 28:1. This is what the elders of Quan going into. The wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
And that's right. Because what do? They deflect. That's a form of fleeing, man.
Yep.
That's a form of
Anti-Semitic.
Oh, well, you
hate speech.
Because you know what? That's what females do. My pussy hurt. You know, so I'm gonna do it like this. You know,
Right.
You hurting me? Stop!
Right.
Look at y'all. See how this nigga is hurting my? He's hurting me.
Right.
That's what Esau does, man. He deflects this, man.
Try to get sympathy from the masses.
And Adam Silver, Silver, you was part of a Greek fraternity when you was attending Duke College, the one that has NBA. So how the hell's that culture? How does that Jew? All right, you damn hypocrite.
Probably got a brand on him.
Right.
Y'all see that the heads of NFL, NBA, music industry. You know, and all you doing is getting rich off of Jake. If it wasn't for Jake, y'all wouldn't be shit.
At the same time, you proving you're not the Israelites.
As a matter of fact, if y'all
Hey,
was the real,
let's get back to the scriptures too. Go
if
ahead.
y'all was the real Israelites, y'all be the ones dunking from the free throw line. Y'all be the ones.
Right. Oh, your women wear weave. Your women be bald head wear weave and shit.
Right. If y'all was the true Israelites, y'all be moonwalking and shit.
Gang banging.
Y'all ain't doing none of that
With the
shit.
curls on the side of his face, raw as fuck.
Twirling the girl at the same time.
Matter of fact, I'm showing you how powerful Jews is, even on both sides, whether they're trying to seem righteous or whether they get into dirty crime. You know who started the Nostra Culture? Was the Jewish mob, man. They molded basically the first 5 heads, basically. Go ahead.
And this is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Right. So when you read that book, it talks about so-called black Hebrew Israelites being homophobic. But wait, this the same Bible you say is the law of the land. We know what the Bible say about homosexuals. Hey, how could you be? How could you? You see that?
Bro,
Go ahead.
Israelite.
Go ahead. Right.
it's just like
That's your wife?
is that you?
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him. Thou consentest with him, and has been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Hold it. They rule the NBA, right? Why are you encouraging the OL, the other lifestyle in the NBA? Women with women and men with men. Why you encourage that? If you was the original people, you would shun that.
Yep.
You won't allow that. Man.
And they control it.
And you control it. Right? You wouldn't have a women playing it. That's a man position.
With much more of the opposition of you control the entire world. You control the entire world, so that shit shouldn't even be going on in any society. They try to shut down fucking societies for not having that.
Hey, in the NBA, before Jake got in there was no crossovers, there was no fadeaways, there was no behind the back passes, there was no pump fakes. There was none of that.
You couldn't even dunk. They damn near changed the rule when Bill was doing it.
They had to put rules in play for Jake because Jake was so raw. They had I think there was like a Shaquille O'Neal rule they added in there because he was so raw. Like they had to add rules in certain fucking real. They was adding certain rules like okay, we got to make it fair for other players and shit. Like when Jake got in there, cross ups.
Taking a foul for Tony. We dumped somebody. That's policy now. Technical foul.
Well, even football, Jake is so damn powerful. They done took away all of the physicality of football. Now it's that's weak as hell now, man. Even like in basketball, they had they got a term called the top of the key. Well, before it used to look like the old skeleton key, but they spreaded it out because Jake was in there just snatching like 1,000 rebounds a game, man.
Well, also with the Globetrotters, that's the reason why you have something called the Globetrotters. Because that thing that transformed into Jake being able to do something wrong, because technically it wasn't against the rules. That's when Esau started making rules.
They're too good for us.
Yeah. So well, you can't do this.
Right.
You can't do that.
How you think Kareem came up with the skyhook? He came with the skyhook because he couldn't dunk no more. So he's like, fuck it, I'll dominate your ass with this shot now.
Hey, but that goes to show you that you can't fake Jake. You know, we're the former of all things, we're the salt of the earth. We dominate in everything we do. Genesis the 25th chapter. One shall be stronger than the other. That's physical, appearance, everything. We're perfect as in lacking nothing.
Right.
And Esau's so degenerate, and his mind is always about that money. He can't physically do it, so what does he do? Create game systems. He create game systems so they little kids can imagine doing it. See that? And make billions of dollars off of that.
Video games.
Space Jam, the first movie, was a hell of a fucking movie with that goddamn part. That shit was kind of scary when I seen that shit. No, cause it was and that was Esau telling on himself. But this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Are the little hats doing that? No. It's
Hashem.
us. The Hashem.
You show them the name of the Lord. You'll ask them, what does this say right here? Now, it don't say Hashem because the characters don't say that. It says Yah, the Ha, the Wa, and the Ha. But when they're trained to see it, and they're trained to say Hashem, but you don't, there ain't no Hashem right here.
That's what El Tom said. They train, and they train when they see Israel say Jewish. They train to say it, man.
What's that? That's the Micah the 3rd chapter, or the first Micah the 1st chapter, Malachi the 1st chapter, I believe. It says the name is dreadful among the heathen. So they can't call on the name. The name was meant for us to call upon it, because that's the true names. Yahweh the Father, Yahweh Shai, His Son, is our salvation. All right, and for them to say you can't say it, it's too holy. But the scripture says to call upon Him. Right? What did we do in the book of Judges? Called on His name and He heard our mournings and He sent the deliverer. Well, guess what? He's sending Yahweh Shai this time. You know? And y'all don't want us to know these names because you know once we come back to this, it's a wrap.
As a matter of fact, we can get back into that Wisdom Solomon 5 and somebody get Revelation 11 when it says the Spirit of life came back into him at the
Revelation 11 and 13.
Right?
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
And that's what's going on in the world right now. All you people are troubled with terrible fear because now, what's that? Where it talks about, I believe it's Judah, when the children of Israel ain't following
Judah
the law.
5.
Right.
I was thinking about it.
So now,
Judah
all
5,
right,
17.
that the spirit has come back in us, and this thing is being spread into the four corners of the earth. Now you Edomites know that your time is at an end. Oh, they coming back.
Right.
Because once they start serving the Lord, it's over with. And the Lord don't need all the Israelites to serve him. It's only the elect. That's a small ass number.
Yeah. Hey, they like the cartoon and shit when they start biting their nails.
Yeah,
The nails flying and shit.
Well, like in the
Anti-Semitic.
book of Ezra, Nehemiah, when we rebuilt the second temple, the heathens got scared and stuff.
They tried to fight. It said let us build with them, and they said you have nothing to do with this.
Yep.
And then they said that then they basically they basically made it harder for us to build a temple.
Yep, that's happening now.
Right.
And then this temple is actually the nation,
A spiritual
the
temple.
tabernacle of David. Not no damn physical building as y'all push out the.
They sent vocab out.
And now he's trying to destroy the temple with that chip.
Yep. And grab that, hold that, grab that revelation so we can just bounce off real quick, and then we're going to hop back to that.
This is Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the
Which I believe is roughly what, 350?
Yep.
350 years? Go ahead.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered to them, and they stood upon their feet.
Right. Now we're standing up against the man that afflicted us, like Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter speaks about, man. All right, and we really started waking up during the late 50s, 60s, and 70s. Now this thing is steamrolling, man. All right? And you can't go across the... Bro, anywhere on this earth you go, Jake know they Israel for the most part. I want all
Shit. Me and Shamal were doing a lesson at the $6 spot. We was doing Jake came up, he heard us reading the scriptures like, Shalom.
Yeah, Jake, a lot of Jake do that now. Hey, even I kept, Jake would just walk past and say, oh man, that's Shalom. Yeah, I believe it. Although they not be fully into it, but they know that one fact that we the Israelites,
You
man.
got niggas saying Hey,
Right. Matter of fact, hey, I had went to Tijuana a couple of years ago. It was a Benjamin. He looked like an Issachar, right? He looked like a full-fledged Mexican, right? Out there reading the Bible. So I still got the video. I'm definitely in that for him. He said, yeah, so I'm trying to Israel. I'm trying to Benjamin.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, out of nowhere. I said,
I'm like, I
man,
ain't know the kid.
bro, ain't no fucking really cable and shit out there. The man just had his scriptures on the corners preaching Israel, bro.
Four corners of the earth, the Lord is Israel.
Now, I pray to the Lord that he blessed that man, man. Because you know down there, that's fucking cartel central. Them niggas are gone down there.
real ghetto, man.
Oh yeah, the barrios, man.
Mario.
Go ahead.
I read it again. Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet.
Real quick. And what's that, Ezekiel 37? Where it talks
Bro,
about
the brother already got it on deck.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that in the chamber.
A great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, so now the whole world is in fear because Israel is waking up. All right? The fact of the matter is the chosen people of the Most High happen to be colored. The chosen people of the Most High happen to go into slavery. The chosen people of the Most High has been put under the boot of Esau, Edom. And there's 3 nations of people, all right, or ethnic groups that's really been under that boot. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? And not to mention the speckled bird, man.
Yep.
Go ahead. And not to mention, you fuckers want to see Kyrie play. He's one of the most entertaining players in the NBA, man.
You got Cavaliers won their championship.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He raw as fuck. Jake.
Oh, that was it.
All right, no, go ahead to the Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter
that
5,
pale,
verse
please.
2. I did it right.
Damn, that pasty
I
paleness.
kind of like pasty
At least
bitches.
she in Cleveland, but not dirty. Go ahead.
Right, yeah. I'll read more. Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither.
Pasty
And they
cakes.
ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Woo!
And their
Hey,
enemies.
there goes that straight. It's so crazy how that go back to back with the Wisdom of Solomon 5. That's the strangeness of salvation. Did you see Little Hatter singing? Swing low, swing look at him. No, swing low, sweet
That
chariot,
just sounded
come carry me
salty.
home past the rivers of Jordan. Why was the slave singing that?
Oh, and Master did teach you that.
Right.
Right.
Why do we eat our meat full of blood with no blood in it? Why what's the reason why we don't report to the census?
Right.
Because it's in Romans chapter 8 and 6b, our spirit bears witness that we are the children of the Most High.
Right.
Why we shun homosexuality? Can I always say, the black community shuns alternative lifestyles. Because it's in our spirit, man. We're Israelites. Right.
Go ahead. Wisdom of Solomon
This
5.
is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 2. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. They shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Right.
So far beyond all that they look
So
for.
nobody's looking for these magical, I mean, not to say it like that, but
You believe in aliens?
right, these spiritual vehicles with the spiritual beings in them to come down and take us up.
So-called
You guys are
UFOs.
not looking for. Now that's crazy. Esau's all into the science.
Yeah.
NASA, they're deep into finding out what these so-called UFOs is, because UFOs is for the Israelites.
They had a Pentagon meeting and they brought out 144 accounts. They had footage of, and that's the spirit, 144 different videos of, they call it unidentified flying phenomenon or aerial phenomena. You know, so they brought it out.
Right,
And we've been talking about that for years.
right. Now they release all the documents, the CIA and everything. We've been knew that these things was real. You can't deny it, man.
Right.
All right. So, wait. You know what? Let's take this. You know, if I may speak as a man, let's take the scriptures out of the. She gonna have a lot of damn kids.
Ooh, get it.
They gonna slide clean out.
Limon.
Anyway, what was I? The thou phenomenon.
They
But anyway,
take the scriptures out.
right.
of the
So
equation.
you can take the scriptures out of the equation. Where's Darwinism at? Or us evolving from fucking monkeys when you have beings with a superior technology, man? That would tell you Big Bang never happened. Right? That would tell you, all right, if we're here on planet Earth, there gotta be something billions of miles away that has life as well, man.
Hey, even with that traveling telescope, they actually contradicted themselves. Once upon a time ago, they used to say that the sun, the moon bounced off the sun's light. That's the reason
Right,
why it
the
had light.
reflection.
But they said that even the moon had its own energy and a light. They actually recently said that.
But you know, even some of the top scientists say if you actually read the first chapter of Genesis, it will link up to fucking science, man.
Greater light and lesser light.
Go ahead, I don't move. Back to the Wisdom of Solomon 5,
Which
man.
proves your ass didn't go to the moon. Because if you land on, touch a fucking light bulb, if you land on something that has emits light, your ass would have been burned.
Well, that's the reason why they have telescopes. They wouldn't have a fucking telescope if they was able to fucking travel. That's stupid. But this is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit.
So now you guys are going to start backtracking when you see all this shit happen, man. And somebody get Wisdom of Solomon 2. We're going to run that down too. Go ahead. Shalom, brother. And we just spoke about it. Literally. Go ahead.
This Swati is saying, and shall say within themselves,
No, listen, brother. No, we don't sell it because there's certain things he go off in the movie. But as far as us being Israelites, that's 100% true. Because if it wasn't, why they doing the shit they doing to Kanye and I know. And Kyrie? Yeah, well,
says that many afflictions shall come, so there is no uniting in there. You have to unite in truth. And a lot of people are not dealing with truth. Jay think it's supposed
That nigga can't pass saucy as hell. The other nigga talking about, I've been studying here for 10 years, but talking about getting money. Like, y'all ain't got your spirit in the right place, man.
Hey, look, if y'all, look at Black Wall Street, look at the Brown Belt, look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. We can't put our money together.
Right.
Let's say we
Right.
did.
Whose money we putting together?
Let's say, no,
Exactly.
fuck that. Fuck Esau's money. Say we did our own shit. We came up with our own currency. Esau would still fucking shut it down. It don't matter.
You gotta get down to
our rest.
You can't build a kingdom in the kingdom.
Hey, you can't serve two masters either. Go ahead.
Cause I'd be damned if Esau gonna do that shit. So like, it says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 3, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Hey, so when was the small hatters, all right, the people in Israel, when was they ever in derision?
Never.
At all. The so-called Jews never went through what so-called Negroes went through, man. All right?
Not according to prophecy.
Our Father believes in proving things, man. So that's the reason why we're in this straight. When Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, was on that cross and they said, come down, he had to, first off, it was written for him to do those things. He had to prove that he was the son of God. He had to prove that he came to save Israel, man.
Yep. Right. Yep. Oh, after we came out of Babylon captivity, there was some Jakes. They had to prove that their fathers was from such tribe.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead. Yep.
Still in verse 3, it says, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Right. What's the proverb and what's the proverb? Negro, Mexican, Puerto Rican, all right? Indian, Brazilian, Afro.
What about the new one? When which is actually just a
Latinx.
fucking scarf. No,
Oh.
the BHI, man.
A BHI. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, we're not black, man. Our skin is brown, man.
The fuck?
All right?
We're the Israelites of the Bible, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, we fools count his life madness.
Right, so you see Jake in the hood, or you see the shit Jake do, all these other nations look at us like we fucking crazy, man.
That's that astonishment.
Yep. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, they promote us on the news for killing each other, the most crime, all that shit. Hey, in reality, the most crime is done by the so-called white man, the Caucasian man.
Yep.
But
Crimson?
according to the statistics, they commit the most crimes, but there's less of them in prison.
Yep.
The Negroes don't, so-called Negroes, let's just use them as an example for the statistics. They commit crimes, but there's more of them in prison than the ones who commit the most crime, and there's lesser of them in prison.
And half the time Jake be so-called innocent, man.
Oh,
Yep.
well, it's like this. When you go before the judge, like, do you want to go through trial? And if you go to trial and lose, you get a worse punishment?
Yep.
Or do you just want to accept 2 to 3 years? A lot of niggas is just going to accept that 2 or 3 years because one way or another, they going to get found guilty.
Yep.
Whether they innocent or not, man.
And if they don't take it, they serve like
They serve like an extra 15 years.
fuck, I took my 4 years. Like, fuck.
Go ahead, man.
That's the devil, man.
And his end to be without honor. That's usual.
Right? He's just going to die, nigga, step. Go ahead.
How is he numbered among the children of God?
Wait. These niggas are the Israelites? Oh, that's a goddamn lie. That's anti-Semitic.
These Goyim?
guys?
These Goyim?
Right, that's Goyim.
These Goyim?
Hey, the heathen shall envy, but they shall be able to do nothing. They gonna snatch you down from the Lord beaming you up?
Hell no.
At least I'm gonna drink with, what is it? Is it Balat? I'm gonna drink with that motherfucker.
Balaam.
Like, at least he know.
Oh yeah, he confessed.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
He said he wanted to be one of us.
Right.
Here.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna have like a drunken motherfucking master moment with that nigga. Go ahead.
Man.
All right.
Right.
No, he wasn't. Did you say? No, he wasn't Jacob.
No, he
I
wasn't.
said,
But the Lord opened his eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, the Lord can still give visions to heathens. Like Pontius Pilate's wife,
Yep.
she had
He
the
said this
vision.
Church fucked up.
She said, leave this man alone.
My dream.
He's an Israelite.
Bro, she was having some. Hey, like
She been driven about Jake. That's the Joel what?
I wouldn't be surprised she had some little Jake on the side.
Now that shit,
It's a little
Speaking of
that shit reminded me of how they would play it in the fucking goddamn Candyman movies. And the fucking Stan's wife from American Dad, she had said, "Oh, Candyman's gonna come get me." It's a torment. They actually do have dreams, man. That's the reason why it says it in the scriptures that they sleep nights that they have done some wickedness. Because they like the Lord might be tormenting these goddamn heathens. They feel like they gotta get even with Jake based off that latter end.
Like Esau's the perpetual hatred. Go ahead.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, this is verse 5. It says, "How is he numbered among the children of God? His lot is among the saints."
The Hosea 1-10 that we was talking about. Go ahead.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth,
So they went off. Go ahead.
and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us.
Because they're fucking wicked. All right, go ahead.
And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
Not at all, because there's God is not in them, like the scriptures say. All right, get Wisdom of Solomon 2, and we're gonna run that down. You got precept, brother? Go ahead.
I'm here on 2.
Okay, heard. Shit, I'm thinking I'm in the kitchen.
All right, let's really
Burning hot. Short night, right?
Hey, we
This
is
is the
cooking.
kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, we cooking.
Hey, the work is
This the feast.
Hey,
This the feast.
well, what is saying in Proverbs? The table is furnace.
Hey, your house shot the book, he's the lamb.
Manja. That Italiano, that manja. Go ahead.
I'm starting 1. Start at 1.
Yeah, Lucy, we're gonna run from the top.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious.
Right? Because Esau knows that this is his lot on this side. He knows that his lot on this side is temporal. Because the blessing that Jacob got is an eternal blessing. That's why he's so fucking envious. Listen, if look, that nigga had to stop and look back.
Receive that. Yeah.
Shit. Hey, you can't make this up. You can't make it up.
We about to go through some shit. He going up.
Hey, there you go. All right, go ahead, man.
Okay. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
Right?
Neither was there
That's why
any
Esau
man.
has that YOLO life, man. But the top elites know about reincarnation. That's why they set up their sons come to power, because they know it's gonna be them. Go ahead.
Right, that's why that wicked ass whore queen, she killed Diana and shit because she was getting popped by a damn heathen.
Oh yeah, that Ishmaelite. She didn't want that baby.
Yeah, like
I
no.
think she was pregnant.
Yeah, she was pregnant. Supposedly she was pregnant.
They were little sand Negro on that throne.
Hell no.
They both died, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sand nigga was rich as fuck too. No, that nigga was filthy rich. Go ahead.
Neither.
Shit, wait. Did you see the interview about Michael Jackson singing Dirty Diana?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
shit,
no,
right.
no.
Now, Prince Charles was next to her. She snuck over there and talked to
told
him.
him.
She said, that's one of my favorite songs. You know how that shit go. She was hot off the
She
mic.
was wet.
Go ahead, man.
It was wet. Boy.
That Prince ugly ass.
She didn't get hard no damn gold.
Prince Charles, that is. Exactly.
Can't get wet for that shit.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right?
But they don't believe in coming back. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostril is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart,
Go ahead.
which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
So Esau has this mind thought of use everything up now while we can. That's why the world is so fucked up. Right? We don't have land Sabbath. We don't let the land heal itself. That's why everything is so fucked up, man. Go ahead.
And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun.
That's really gonna happen, right? Esau's gonna be his memory is gonna fade from the earth, man. Go ahead.
And overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away.
Right. It says the triumph of the wicked is short. Go ahead.
And after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Go ahead.
Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present.
Lamentations 4:22. Clap. Live it up, because this is your last hurrah, Esau. Go ahead.
And let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
There you go. Let us speedily use the creatures as in youth. Let us use everything fucking up. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ornaments. Salakia,
Hey,
ointments.
Esau can't have enough. His desire is like hell, man.
Covetous.
Go ahead.
And let no flower of the spring pass by us.
Let's use it all. Go ahead.
Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered.
What you
You was about to go into the rosebud.
right. Man, that camera, huh? Go ahead.
Suspend him, stop sign.
Go ahead.
Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds.
Which some Edomites were known to do, especially as the Greeks and Romans. I believe it was another type of flower they used, but same principle. Go ahead.
Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
What Esau does, just like what's that, Psalms 64 and 11? He named it the lands after his name.
49, yes.
49 and 11. All right, he leaving tokens in areas. It's just like when you conquer a land and you stick your flag in the land, man. That's exactly what Esau Edom did. Especially when he came over here with the goddamn cross and everything and started fucking up Jake. Go ahead.
For this is our portion, and our lot is this.
Right. This happened on this side. All right. Esau knows his is temporal. That's why he cried for it carefully with tears. Go ahead.
Here we go. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Which are the true Israelites. Go ahead.
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged.
Go ahead.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
Hey, he prescribes mischief by a pen, man.
That's that.
What's that? Isaiah 10 and 1 wrote to him that decree on righteous decrees, man. Your laws and the law of justice, which truly ain't justice. Ain't nothing just about your law system. Go ahead. Well, wait. It's supposed to be freedom of speech and freedom of religion, yet a nigga say he an Israelite and you guys got your goddamn panties in a bunch.
And even if it was so-called, what did he want to say, anti-Semitic, he signed contracts. You can't back out of a fucking contract, because they do that shit with Jake. They try to fucking fuck Jake over for backing out of contracts and shit like that. You signed a dotted print, you should have read what the fuck you signed. Read what the fuck you signed, motherfucker.
But you know what? By doing that, you expose yourself that you're not the children of Israel.
Wicked.
And that reinforces that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know?
Yeah.
He doing the fuck he
Well, I
wants.
hope he read the fine print when Psalm said, "What has the wicked to do to take my book in their hands?"
This nigga
Because
think
now you're going to get judged accordingly.
you niggas is men in black.
If we didn't have the truth, like let's say, like what Kanye said, Kyrie Irving said, let's say like if it wasn't the truth, right, and you had all the facts and the data and shit,
Right.
man, them dudes crazy, man, leave them alone.
Yeah, leave them
But
alone.
since it is the truth and it goes against what you say and your philosophies and your agenda.
Right.
Oh shit! Oh, now we gotta try to stop it.
Right.
But if it wasn't true,
You guys
then you'll have all the history, all the facts, all the evidence to say like, look, like they don't know what they talking about, like they just crazy dude on the street.
It's just like the guy with the end of the world sign at the corner.
Right.
You don't see police just taking them off the corner.
They all
Yeah, laugh at this man giving chairs to this.
Right.
Look at him like this nigga's probably pissing him.
Psalms chapter 50, verse 16, unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou do to declare my statutes? What that thou should take my covenant in thy mouth.
Right. You should have read the fine print, because now you're going to be judged accordingly.
Yep.
You're going to be judged by the whole law. All right? You're going to be judged for taking Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into slavery.
That's right.
And if you believe in the Bible,
Right.
Revelations 13
Right.
say you Edomites, you
going into
so-called white
slavery.
people going into slavery. Simply put.
White people going to slavery.
Go ahead.
I don't think.
Yeah, look back.
That's what was it. That's
No,
what
I
was
think
it.
I think
They gonna remove us off the court anyway.
something else.
Yeah, look back.
Clay.
Y'all going to slavery.
I'm going to tell you to look back, but
Look back at it. Look back at it. They gonna look back.
Oh my God!
Scripture says that the windows shall not weep.
hey, go ahead, man.
You got a little sprinkle
Go
Jason
ahead.
in there, but
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 11.
Look back at it, bitch.
Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Right, which is us. Because we're as strong as we are, we're considered a feeble nation. But you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the strongest people on planet Earth. You're the children of God. We are the Israelites. Now the whole world is in an uproar about what Kyrie and Kanye said, which is the truth.
I need to rally around that man and protect the cat.
Nah, they need to rally around us.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Rally.
Fuck Kyrie and fuck rallying
Go
around
ahead.
Because a lot of people worship goddamn fucking celebrities, man.
Kick us down. And we got, hey, Revelations, I think it's the second chapter, says, I know thy poverty, but thou art rich. We're the real rich ones because we got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scripture.
Hey, hold up. They don't know. They can't bring out scripture to prove they Israelites.
Wait, hold on. He said we need to rally amongst them. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing?
That's right.
Holding your bit, shopping downtown. What the fuck is you doing for the Lord? We out here standing out in the cold, getting rained out for the Lord. What are y'all doing?
And she probably had another through Rod last night, and he take that shot.
Right.
Damn.
Hey, he eating her box out.
After some damn stuff, like we straight.
Oh, no. I watched that shit, too. When that bitch talked about it, she said, man, and you went and got it destroyed. Yeah, she said she went right up on her sneaky link, he busted her, came home, her guy ate an ounce of meat, it tastes good, even the man
This place got to be destroyed.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
man, that's why, it is really terrible in this place, man.
This shit is hell.
I was telling the brother Kanash about that shit last night. Because it's
You got scripture, don't you, Hot? Salaki, he had that motherfucker hot. I mean, Salaki, he had that scripture.
And it's free.
Go ahead, Hey, go ahead with that scripture.
And this is 1 Timothy 6 and 17. All right, it says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power who giveth us richly all things to enjoy.
What's the uncertain riches?
6.
Okay, I got a contract with Adidas. I got a contract with
Did you done?
Nike. No, it's took me. That's uncertain riches, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Frozen accounts.
Right, you don't trust in that shit, man.
You can
Right, this nigga made $40 million.
Hold on.
Imagine how much he made for the NBA, man.
How many KKK got accounts in their banks, and how many races amongst the Jewish, when you can turn Jewish, because that's correct though, they are Jewish, they're not Jews. I mean, them races, they shut down their accounts.
Right.
Their accounts.
Right.
Yep. You ain't closing no accounts for all those ammunition, all those ammunitions, unlaughing people and stuff like that.
All this dude got to do is hit hits, right?
Yep.
Hey,
Right, pretty much.
hey, verse 7, it says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
And I came into this world butt-ass naked. I'ma leave. On the chariot, y'all.
Right.
The Enoch tree.
Hey, true definition of come as you are.
Oh, yeah, no. His clothes dropped, too. Yeah, he got translated.
And we gonna be changed.
Right.
So we leaving different.
God, go ahead.
Not saying he was on the chariot, but naked.
Right, go ahead,
his,
you know.
his spirit got translated. You literally come as you are, man. Everything that you are, your spirit. What nation you come from? Go ahead.
And having food and raiment, let us be there with content. But they
Which is our goes into our daily bread.
Yeah. And other people that are outside of the truth, they would take that as a thing of a higher echelon of saying that the Lord blessed them higher than others. That does not mean that. That doesn't mean that. The fact that the Lord has these heathens above us, or any type of wicked ass above us, that's just, in status, that's how the Lord set it up. That's the game the Lord is playing. All right, the test. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna come back unto what?
That's right. It said, but they that be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Right, because you got, they say more money, more problems. That's a real statement. All right, because it's really the lust and the wickedness that comes with it. All right. Hey, a problem ain't always bad, but it's a problem nonetheless. That nigga Drake said they always say more money, more problems. Well, bring on the problems.
That's
Right. It's a nigga for you,
Those
man.
are problems I want. That's what Jack say.
Right. Go ahead.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Hey, bro, that's that Luke for you. I think, what is that, Luke 12? Where it talks about that. Hey, doubt. Damn, I'm playing. But it says that.
I'm Oprah today.
Hey, well,
Woman for you. Woman for you.
But no, it says, damn.
That's like, should
No, that fool. This day, the Most High has required thy soul, man. So it's not about building up on this side. Because at the end of the day, all your rich upper echelons are about to be out here like us. And worse than us, because we're all about to be out here with not any commerce.
Lamentations 1:21. It says, make them as thou hast made me.
Yep. Bring the day. They should be like unto me, man. Hey, man, the Lord is about to do that. Everybody's about to be out here, and it's going to show what riches did you actually have.
Nothing.
Yeah, the fucking richest person is probably going to be eating shit that day.
The richest shit.
They gonna shit,
It's going to be rich, right?
eat the shit.
Oh, my
then
God.
shit
That's
the shit
disgusting
that they
as fuck.
shitted, and then eat that shit.
And they're gonna be like bubblegum shrimp, right? They're gonna be like bubblegum shrimp. You can fry it, stew it, saute it. Go ahead.
It said, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Right, not having money, but the love of money is the root of all evil, man. That greed. Go ahead.
Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
And that's exactly what Kyrie and Kanye is going through, man. Because at the end of the day, they submitted to their masters, man. But the Lord did all that for a reason. For you niggas not to have an excuse to why you don't know you're Israelite, man.
Yep.
Right?
They worship these celebrities, goddamn. The Lord is cold as hell. The same people that you was fucking watching and worshiping and scoffing us, they were watching us.
Yep.
They was looking at, they were, bro, and we kept telling you niggas. Man.
This the best thing to tell them Esau, all you celebrities.
Yep. Y'all talk about all the secret parties and things like that. About the bitch went into it talking about how to get into a party they had to give up their cell phones and get their blood drawn. I don't know. One of them, she said, no, I ain't down with this shit. And they do all types of weird shit.
Oh yeah. That's that stupid ass white bitch trying to be Jay.
No, she didn't make one. You might be. I believe that's. It's like that's another story.
No, it's another chick.
Whoa,
Joe might be.
You got another precept?
Oh,
You got some more?
Yep.
Hey, let's get back to these precepts and then on the wisdom song we'll close up. Go ahead.
It said, but thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness,
Flee them. And follow after righteousness, making your life a living sacrifice. Fuck the riches, fuck the money, fuck the pussy, fuck the pleasures of this earth. You got to be like Moses. Moses forsook the pleasures of Egypt to suffer with his brother. All right?
And that was real good.
That was real.
That was real good.
Real
And he
good.
came back on top like this damn stick. Fuck you, curse. Moses came back as a god. It said Aaron would be like prophet, and ye should be as a god.
The king of Israel, man.
It was king of Israel.
Go ahead.
Aaron was the speaker.
Man, we talk about him today.
Yeah, man, that name lived forever, man.
Yep.
You listen, that Pharaoh got wiped out so hard. History books don't even remember that nigga name, man. No, like real shit, you can't find him. He got
The ass whooping was remembered though.
right. The ass whooping was remembered.
What is your name? It doesn't matter. But that ass whooping did that shit.
Right.
Everybody remember that ass whooping though?
To this day. Go ahead.
And follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and has professed a good profession before many witnesses.
Which we're doing, man. Hey, it takes a lot to be standing in the position we standing in. And it takes a lot to stay in this position. Y'all right this out, we endure to the end, man. There's no better place to be than right here, doing the work for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Right. Straight up, fighting for our salvation, man. Because this world is, this society as you know it is over with, man.
But it said Exodus 53, Yahweh is a God of war. And we're looking at Yahweh and how bad, man. So we fight that spiritual battle, man. Like I said, Ephesians chapter 6.
Go ahead to that Wisdom Psalm 2.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings.
Absolutely. We're righteous and he's wicked. Go ahead.
He upbraideth us without offending the law.
Yeah, Esau Edom has broken every law on planet Earth, according to the Bible.
Even his own law
Right.
that he made up.
Amendments. Go ahead.
And objected to our infamy the transgressings of our education.
Right?
He,
Because
pro-
this education is not true education. Go ahead.
he professes to have the knowledge of the Most High,
Which we do.
and he called himself the child of the Lord.
Which we do. Just like Isaiah, I believe it's the 44th chapter, said one should subscribe his name after Jacob, one after Israel, and one after God. All right? That's what's going on now. Go ahead.
He was made to reprove our thoughts.
That's what we're doing, man. We're here to reprove all you nations, man. Go ahead.
It says he is grievous unto us even to behold, even to look at.
And that's why they say the scriptures, they hate him that speaketh unrighteous. He had departed from evil, making himself a praise, man. They hate him that rebuketh it again.
We're abomination to you. You're abomination to us.
Said against evil.
Go ahead.
He is grievous unto us to behold, for his life is not like other men's.
Nope.
His ways are of another fashion.
Right, because us keeping the law, we're a wise nation. That's why all these other nations look at us like this, man. Go ahead.
We are established, Salakia, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
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 You ain't the real people of the Most High, man.
Right.
You ain't the Jews that the Bible speaks about. We're the Jews, man. We're the Israelites, man. All right? Not you. Counterfeits. A bastard that dwelleth in Ashdod. All right? Go ahead.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Right. We don't follow after the way of Babylon. We follow after the way of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right. Go ahead.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed.
Which it will be. Hey, Balak knows that, man. Go ahead.
And maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father.
And he is. That's what we're telling you now. That the Most High is the father of the children of Israel, which happen to be Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird. Go ahead.
All right. 17. Let us see if his words be true.
So let's put it to the test. And guess what? You guys are doing a good job. Because the Lord is getting ready to crack those clouds and come and get his children, man.
That shows you the nature of Esau. See now, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, one, you don't even got the money to go to these parts of the whatnot. Esau's like, shit, they discovered Noah's Ark. They discovered,
What's his name?
they found the underground city of King David, where they found a whole altar and all types of shit. You know, right? He made a diligent search. Esau, Edom's like, man, let me go see if this shit's true. And guess what? He goes and he says, oh, this is true. You know?
Just like even Jeremiah. Oh, fly.
I was gonna say the mountains of Ararat, they burn black.
Right on top.
They even fenced it off.
Like Yahweh Shai said, if you hold your peace, even these stones will cry out. Hey, the Lord is holding truth through the archaeology of the earth. All right, and it's a lot of shit that, as far as certain folks say, you can say that Esau has destroyed certain books we have what we have, or certain archaeology. Esau has destroyed it, but we have what we have. The Lord gave us which is not even you can say it's the bare minimum, but it's still a lot. It's a lot to prove who we are, and that's all we need as far as the token of salvation. You know, the Lord gave us that as far as for faith boosters, but most and more prevalently is the scriptures to give us the understanding. Hey, man, we are. Romans 8:16. Hey, man,
Our spirit bear witness.
our spirit bear. Yep.
We are the children of the Most High.
There's a documentary on Tubi called Patterns of Excellence. All right. Or no, Patterns of Existence.
Sinai, that's what it is.
Sinai. Okay. Patterns of Existence. All right. And so this, the Lord put it on this Edomite heart.
With no,
And basically what he's saying is the Exodus did happen, but the Egyptologists and the so-called historians don't want to line the time period up together, but all of the proof is all there.
Right, you still got fucking fossilized, coral-covered horse bones in the sea with chariot wheels.
The smoke wheels.
And they found fish skeletons on the top of Mount Everest or something.
Oh yeah, because of the floods.
And
they're
the
so-
Grand Canyon too.
So instead of teaching Darwinism, they should be teaching that. They should really be teaching the scriptures, because that is secular history. You know, whether the masses want to believe that or not, saying that they don't want religion taught in schools. Well, what you call religion is actually history that actually happened. This is true.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon 2:17. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
So guess what? Your hypothesis is going to be fucking true. It ain't no fucking theory. All right? It's going to be true. That Yahweh Bashir Shai is for the Israelites and against you evil. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. So you can do what you want, you can say what you want, you can try to come against the truth, but you can do nothing against the truth before it. And if we be of the truth, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna save and deliver us. The scripture says, hey, affliction will not rise a second time, man. Esau Edom not gonna perform his enterprise. He's not gonna try to do those wicked things he once did to us back when we was in our land and sawing us asunder and boiling us. And you're not gonna do that this time, man. You may catch some of us and get us in the favor camp. You know, some of us may be trying. But this time around, we win all the way around, man. All the way across the board, man. Ain't no more that. That's right. And the scripture says that. And another one to back this up, because scripture tells us that. It says, and having been a little chastened, they shall be greatly rewarded, for God proved them and found them worthy for himself. So you think God is going to leave someone that he's dealing with in a messed up position? And we take Yahweh Shai, for example. Yeah, he went through what he went through, but what happened right after that, man? He was raised up, and he sat down with the Father, man.
And the latter house should be greater than the former.
And he said it is done, man. He's going to receive all the glory, all the dominion, all the power. So shall we, and we're joint heirs with him, man.
So with that, you had one more? Sure. All right, try it. And so with that, we're going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to thee, all the apostles, great millstone, salutation to thee, the light, wherever you may be. Bob,
Above the ball.